Hello once again, all you TF2 crazies out there. I'm playing with Mui with another Team Fortress 2 battles. This is part 27, and as you can see, I'm now using the fancy new replay system that was introduced in the replay update, as I have been using for my TF2 replay randomness videos. So yeah, I decided to forego the old videos that I had planned to use after part 26 because they were just a tad too old. I think they were going on about 2 years old now, and that's just because of the amount of updates that were in the game afterwards. I just decided to scrap them and start over with stuff that's a little bit more new. So yeah, using the fancy old replay update. Now I love this CP Gorge match because there were tons of spies on my team. We decided to just do a spy rush just for the heck of it, because I think we were just doing so gosh darn awesome. And yeah, as you can see, I'm using quite a few fancy camera angles. Well, actually, I only showed off like a couple so far. I managed to backstab a scout, which I honestly didn't even notice because, well, I noticed that because it's been a while since I took this replay, and I didn't really notice from that top-down perspective that I backstabbed the scout, so I was like, alright, when did I get a disguise? Anyway, I love this spy with his amazing aim. Look at that! I'm standing still! What? He walks up to me, and no, your sapper's not going to really do anything to me, and then he just says, screw it, and then another spy goes after him. That was great. Oh my gosh, this replay was a lot of fun. And here comes another scout. Oh, and then he gets away before I could get him. I was going to get him. I'm looking. Oh, that's right. I was looking at one of the sniper views, but you couldn't really tell. Look at how many spies there are on that point. Awesome. Whoa, God. It's raining blood and balloons and all sorts of crazy stuff. And that's it for that short replay. I know. That was a bit short. Anyway, so as you can see, I was using the Dead Ringer on that specific match, but now I'm back on CP Granary using ye good old Cloak and Dagger, which I actually used a name tag to nickname it the Camper's Pride. And for the description, I put, what did I put? It was, represent the laid-back gaming or something like that. Because when I use the Cloak and Dagger, I just, you know, I just tend to take a back seat, you know, hang out, let people come to me. It's a lot of fun, as I showed off in the 2 Joys of Camping videos. Those are a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm on this match with, I believe, just Corey. You know, Corey 5896, that good old guy. And he is also a spy with me somewhere. There he is. Yeah. And I kind of flipped out because I was like, wait, what? Why did a spy just walk in front of me looking backwards? And then I decided, because I'm not really doing much, hey, why don't we switch over to Corey's POV? And I remember I was up there directing traffic. I was like, Corey, go backstab that soldier. He's not moving. And he was like, which one? Over there, behind the block. And then, yeah, it took him like a short moment to find him, and then he finally did. And he hesitated to backstab him, like, oh, should I do it? Anyway, I love startling people with the Cloak and Dagger and the Ur. And I think I love more than anything is saying thanks when I backstab someone with the Ur. I even nicknamed my Ur. Yes, I nicknamed the Ur as well. I nicknamed it Thanks for the Disguise. Because, well, without the loyal dependence on the opposite team and their ability to give me disguises, I just plain wouldn't have a disguise. I love hiding up here. This is like the most awesome hiding space ever. It's like playing hide and seek, only you die. Alright then. So, aside from the replay thing, now the reason why I decided, oh, look at Corey chasing this GRU heavy. The reason I decided to use the replay system is because it looks a lot cleaner, it looks a lot better, in my opinion, and it's a lot more organized, you know, with the whole replays tab. It's a lot more organized than the demo system, but it does have its drawbacks. It does have a few, like, graphical glitches sometimes. You can't really see what's going on, like you can't see the time, the chat, the amount of caps being held or anything. You can't see the scoreboard. And also you can't hear anybody's voice chat. But all in all, I think I like the replay system better, because it's just, well, for the reasons I already listed. Now I'm going to try my hand at chasing a heavy, another GRU heavy, unless that was the same one. But anyway, one thing that hasn't changed from the battle series is that I still have your fancy questions. Yes, I've still had them all this time. So let's get to one from SDJDS123456, who asks, if you watch anime, which I've said that I do in the past, what's your favorite anime? I think, you know, this comes up every so often. I'm pretty sure I answered this sort of question a couple times before. Oh, look at the fancy teleporter. My two favorites, because, you know, I can never pick one favorite. My two favorites are Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, I like what Corey did there. You know, backstab the soldier, and then wait a minute before you actually sap the sentry. I don't know what the point of that was. The Bridge Builder asks, hey, Anthony, I was wondering, have you ever considered trying a 6v6 on TF2 Lobby? Now, I have no idea what TF2 Lobby is. I don't know. Look at that confused Pyro. Look at him. Aw. I don't know if that's some sort of like forum or website, or if it's just like the name of a server or something. But 6v6 competitive matches, competitive just isn't my thing. I like to actually just play the game for fun, you know, just hang out. You know, kind of like what I'm doing here. Just, you know, play the way I want to. I don't really want to be, you know, crazy, you know, super stressed competitive player. I don't think I'm going to get this engine. Oh, yeah, no, I did. I got him. Yeah, I love that when I can just wait for people to walk in front of me. Like how I just walked in front of that sentry. Yeah, that wasn't so good. Oh, and that's another thing about the replay system, is that once you die, that's the end of the replay. So basically, I'm just going to be showing, you know, I mean, I guess it has its ups and downs when I say this. I'm just going to be showing replays that really are good. You know, like, you know, it has me on a good streak or something very interesting happened. Look at that crazy Pyro! What was that? That was hilarious. I'm over there sitting in the corner and that Pyro comes running out going, no, 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 where's the Spies? That was crazy. Oh, I laughed so hard when I watched that replay again for the first time. Oh, that was so funny. Crazy WM1 Pyro just like swinging his mouse all over the place. Oh, man, I love that. So, yeah, showing off some really cool stuff instead of, like, showing, for the most part, you know, I did show a derp just now, but I really, the amount of derps that I'll be showing has been severely limited because of this. Because I only really like to save replays unless something good happens for me or something interesting happens. Oh, God, that was close. Ah, that was even closer. I love how that black box went flying. And one last thing, I know I keep going on about this, but another thing is that I can show it off in fancy widescreen. I'm using Sony Vegas to do the Battles series now instead of Windows Movie Maker, and it'll help me, well, it'll let me show them off in glorious widescreen HD format. Right now they're in 480p, but later on they're actually in 720, because I didn't really think of this beforehand. Oh yeah, because okay, so I'm in the same, I think this is the same match anyway, with Corey once again. And look at him hanging out. You can see him all the way in the corner back there. Look at him hanging out. He's just waiting. And so am I, because that's what I do with the joys of camping. Yes, electric boogaloo. That's always a fun phrase. So anyway, just diverting the enemy team, causing all sorts of mayhem and chaos. C-57, and making them constantly look behind them, except for this crazy engineer. That was actually some really quick moving by Corey there, but unfortunately, I think that, what was that, a mini sentry? There was just another sentry. I don't know. Oh, I love this bit. Now, you gotta watch very carefully. Now, as you can see, I'm going up here onto this little pipe. There's Pyro right there next to a demo, and I almost got sandwiched between them as the Pyro decides to go and spy check the demo, who also wanted to go and spy check the Pyro. That was unbelievably close. I was, like, I think I was screaming. Oh my god, that was freaky. For the first time I tried to jump over the pipe, I didn't quite make it, and then I panicked. I was like, oh god, I have to make it over this pipe or I'm dead. And luckily I did, and I'm back to camping. So, The Mind Production asks, why do you keep calling people sir? Well, I don't know, sir. It's just a thing. I don't know. You know, I don't really do it too often in real life, but... Or in real life. I mean, that's kind of a silly thing to actually say. Like, oh, yeah, this isn't my real life. But, well, that's debatable. But, I don't know, it's just a fun little thing to say. Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, indeed. Shikumaru123 says, you're a pro in TF2. Ha! Good one. Your old nickname, Admiral Classy, inspired me on a name. Admiral Crappy. Because I sucks a lot. That's not really a question. But I decided to throw it in there, just for the heck of it. I got you, demo. Now, I'll never forget how, when I was doing this very same strategy where I just hang out outside the spawn door, I remember this one guy on the other team had the biggest rage at me. I think he was an admin. And he was, like, yelling at me, saying I was spawn camping. And, well... To be honest, I honestly didn't even consider that to be spawn camping. I mean, sure, I'm killing them as they're coming outside their spawn, but I'm only able to really kill one person at a time like that. I've always only imagined spawn camping to be those people who can, like, spam their attacks over and over again. I love how this medic followed me to his death. I love doing that. Like Demo Men, which is, like, you know, the most well-known form of spawn camping with sticky trapping. Heavies and pyros. I never ever would think that a spy could be considered spawn camping. And look at all this nonsense over here. Now we are pushing the last point with a what is that? A KGB heavy or a GRU heavy? Oh, double backstab on whoever that was in front and the engineer, sapping everything except for that level 1 mini sentry or level 1 sentry. I didn't quite see it. And then we got a fancy. Oh God. Man, that point's getting spammed. Now we have a mini sentry, and I heard that Corey got nailed by the Girardi. And I could have helped cap the point, even though I wouldn't have literally helped cap the point. But I still would have gotten points for being on the point. I love that. I love how you can get points for capping the point when you're disguised. It's awesome. Alright, so now we move on from that granary match to another short granary match. And I will take one more question at least. R109 Studios asks, question, do you try to defend spy crabs? No, I don't, especially if they're on the opposite team. If I just see a spy crab messing around, I definitely go for the kill. Because it's such an old sort of like TF2 meme. That was gorgeous. Drop down right behind the sniper and backstab him. It's so old now, and I don't see the point to doing it anymore. I would rather people actually just play the game. But if they're on my team, I would probably get as aggravated because I'd rather they actually do stuff instead of decide to be stupid and be a spy crab. Oh, look at me backstabbing pyros. That's always fun. Oh, look, here comes another pyro. I'm gonna backstab that one too. What do you think of that demo? Yeah, you couldn't even tell that your own teammate was getting backstabbed. And bam, there you go. Crit rocket for playing with Mui out of nowhere. So that is it for this part of the Team Fortress 2 Battle Series. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you subscribe or check out some of my other videos. There's more on the way, so stay tuned. Don't forget to rate, ask me any questions you like. And that's it. You know, got this fancy black screen because those are always awesome. Replay system instead of the demo system for TF2 battles. What do you all think? See you all next time.